Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. Hey Google, what does it mean to be a waffler?
According to Wiktionary, waffler, one who waffles or changes sides or positions frequently. One who waffles or rambles, a vague, unfocused speaker or writer.
God, y'all just some mean people, man. God damn. Like, I can't express my love for geography and learning about other countries without everyone thinking I'm a waffler. My goodness, it's almost like at the time I was talking about that, I should have been talking about a different topic. So, yes, I did kind of waffle, but shut up. God. Alright, so I don't know why I have Muller. Oh, Muller's expected assist is .50. My goodness, .50. Joshua's Kimmich's expected assist is .27. That is ludicrous. Kimmich is a defensive midfielder, and that's crazy. So I just wanted to make sure everyone knew that. But Kimmich's injured, which means we need to find adequate replacements for him as if he died. So Bayern Munich need to actually think about this, because there are some options out there that play completely different. I think the closest player to Kimmich's style of play, of moving the ball around, switching the ball, playing passes in behind, would be Marc Roca in our squad right now. But I'm sure everyone's probably going to say Tolisso. But Tolisso has a little bit of an injury. So this weekend, I wonder if Flick will play Tolisso with his injury and his concerns, he's not training, or play Marc Roca, Mark Elon Musk Rocket, and give him an opportunity. Or, we're all wrong, he won't play either of those, he'll play Javi Martinez next to Goretzka. I'm sure everyone's going to love that. So, essentially, this is going to be very sophisticated. I can't see anything. Oh, there we go. I can see myself now. This is going to be very sophisticated. I want you all to open up your ears and look at these stats. That's crazy. 0.27 assists per 90, that's crazy. But what Kimmich does a lot that we don't notice is he's so complete. Kimmich is a cheat code, man. He's that kid on FIFA with his mom's credit card, and all they look for is pace. Pele, bang. R9, bang. My goodness. Mbappe, those kids that use Mbappe and only run in behind with that line ball, the Y button. We all know they play like that. So, this is what we're looking at, okay? We're looking at completeness. Kimmich's defensive contribution here, it doesn't look that great. That's because they don't quantify everything. For example, against Hoffenheim, we lost 4-1, but defensively, Kimmich did his thing. Even though he was tired, visibly tired towards the end of that game, he did his thing. He was dropping in as a third center back in so many defensive scenarios and intercepting the ball between Boateng and whoever we had. It was crazy. Kimmich played so well. It wasn't Boateng, was it? Was it Nicolas and Alaba? Well, whatever it was, Kimmich was quintessential in that game defensively. So you're looking at these numbers and successful pressures, of course, or midfielders press. That's how we play. We're a pressing team. Turnovers, 1.70. I don't know what that means, actually. I don't actually know what that means. Turnovers, to turn over possession of the ball. That probably makes sense. Okay, let's go. Tolisso and Marc Roca. So this is what we're looking for. Out of these two, Marc Roca, coming from Espanyol, these are his stats from Espanyol, okay? These are only from Espanyol. Let's look at both seasons with them. So his expected assist, 0.08, but Tolisso's expected assist is 0.17. So in that deep-lying playmaker position, Tolisso looks a little bit more adequate in terms of the offensive side of what he has to do. Tolisso also seems to have a little bit more of these shot-creating actions with 4.0. What does Kimmich have? I wonder, because I forgot. 2. Okay, so Tolisso's a little bit more there. Now, you think about their play styles. Roca's coming from Espanyol. That's a defensive team. These stats are from him with his time at Espanyol. These are defensive stats. And that's because he played in a defensive team. That's why his tackling and all these things are higher than Tolisso's and higher than Kimmich's, because he played in a team that defended more. Bayern don't defend as much as Espanyol. We rarely defend. In fact, we spend majority of our times in our games in the opposition half. So that's the main difference. So Tolisso and Roca are different in that way. I mean, to be fair, when we signed Tolisso, he was coming from Lyon. Similar situation. Lyon had a different play style, and Tolisso had to adapt because he would be on the ball more at Bayern, and he'd be expected to dominate. Is that a word? Dominate? He'd be expected to domination games more. Oh my God, I can't speak English. Whatever. He'd be expected to have more of the ball. That's the way to say it. So essentially, that's the difference here. That's why Roca's defensive stats are higher. Tolisso gives the ball away more. Roca 1.3, which is again just reminiscent of the style he played in. What if he had more of the ball? We wouldn't know if he'd give it away more then. Maybe he's just a better player in possession. But one thing I did look at, he has better successful dribbles, and he actually does less dribbling than Tolisso, but more success. Like Thiago. Like, for example, Thiago would try like 4 dribbles a game and he'd succeed at 3 of them. He had an 80-something% dribble success rate. That's ludicrous. That's crazy right there. Those statistics don't come easy. I don't even think Messi has a dribble success rate that high. Thiago was broken. And I think Roca, with his 73% dribble success, that's fantastic. I think, again, that's just something we have to look at. But one thing I do care about is progressive distance. Again, you have to consider the fact that Roca's coming from Espanyol. They don't attack as much, so he wouldn't have as much progressive distance. He wouldn't have as many passes into the final third. And in fact, Tolisso has more passes into the final third than Kimmich, which is crazy. So that's what I like to see here, and that's the most important thing. So if you look at the yards progressed, Kimmich obviously going to have more. Kimmich does do a lot of that, doesn't he? He takes the ball and he progresses higher up the pitch. This is what he does a lot. And then he quantifies that with a lot of shot creating actions. And then that makes him OP. Overpowered, baby. That's what we like to see. Overpowered shot creating actions. That's what Kimmich has. So essentially, Tolisso is a box to box, but in this scenario, he will be playing next to Goretzka. Assuming Goretzka already starts, which he will, by the way. So it's going to be Goretzka, and Goretzka brings that box-to-box energy. Leon Goretzka, for me, is more composed in that deep-lying position than Tolisso. He has such a cool aspect in his game. He's a composed guy. So I'm looking at these stats. Roca's the more ball-playing of these two, and actually, surprisingly, a little bit better defensively. But then again, those are inflated stats because he was in a more defensive team. So I'm thinking to myself, we either go extremely ball playing with Marc Roca, who can pass better than Tolisso. This guy's like Xabi Alonso. I mean, pow, he's switching the ball across the pitch every 2 seconds. He loves it. And I think in that aspect, he is better than Tolisso. Tolisso has very good passes on him, but I don't think Roca's passing range can be questioned. On the ball, it looks like Roca's able to dribble, does less dribbling, but more successful when he tries it. So a little bit more technical in tighter spaces. That's what it seems to me. So if you're going to play one alongside Goretzka, you'd want one that has that technical touch in tight spaces. And that's what we need. So for me, I think it's going to be Marc Roca to get Kimmich's position. I feel like that's a little bit extravagant though. But guess what? Against Durens, he played very well in that deep position, anchoring the midfield. He played very well. And we don't have Tolisso for this game. I'd start Roca. That's such a crazy jump, but I'd start him. Javi Martinez is great coming off the bench, but he's not reliable. You can't expect Javi to play every single second. And that's the issue. So for me, you got to play Roca, the guy that's actually going to stay fit. Javi just gives me that little, he might fall down, injure his hamstring. What would you rather have? Javi start with his experience and then tear his hamstring at some point, and all of a sudden he's out for 4 months? Or would you rather have Roca with the least amount of experience between the two, play and then develop, and then over time, and then Javi Martinez could come in if you need him to. And if Roca's not playing well, we don't care because it's Werder Bremen. So I'd really start Roca. Man, it's crazy because I only thought about this today. Because I kept thinking to myself, Kimmich's fit. Because I forgot about the injury, right? I did my best this international break to not give a damn about injuries. And Davies will be back soon, so we'll have another situation at left back where you're wondering if we keep Alaba there, or, I mean, Alaba is playing well, and then how did Davies get into the team? God, it's so many questions. And I'm so happy all our wingers are fit. Gnabry, Sané, the main ones, they're fit. Coman's fit as well, coming from France. Yo, I swear to God, I just remembered something. Pavard, Lucas Hernandez, all of them, including Tolisso. His is a little bit worse. They all had injury issues with the French national team. Even Bonassa. Oh my goodness. France is a freaking scam. What are they doing to our players? Was it Lezazaru? What was his name? That left back. The French left back Bayern had. He went to the World Cup. He overcame his injury concerns. Lucas Hernandez is an injury. Oh, man. Our French players just love injuries. They love a nice little hamstring rupture or something. An ACL rupture out for months. And then, ironically, they always overcome those issues. Tolisso looks... Oh, damn. Just as I mentioned Tolisso and praise his fitness, I just remembered he's also injured. God. So, that's the situation. So, Marc Roca for me. Who starts for you in that Kimmich position? I wonder who you're going to say. Let me guess. The comments are going to be, George, you're such a waffler. God, you're so waffly. All you do is switch sides, and I don't even know what that means. Maculon must rock it. Welcome to the starting 11. Mia san mia and peace. Subscribe to the channel and leave a like. People don't leave likes. And the statistics are crazy. Man, I need to get back into looking at those statistics again. Because it's been like 2 months since I cared. Because I genuinely can't bring myself to care about viewers and subscriber amounts. Because I feel like I'm in this comfort zone of just enjoying what I'm doing. I enjoy making videos for all of you, man. And I enjoy the interaction. So, Mia san mia and peace.